Hello, the name is of Esther. I'm going to work on a project which is called Stress Me Out. Then in this video, the purpose of it is to help employees in the workplace while dealing with stress and other negative effects related to stress as well. Stress is a big issue that hinders the development of employees and their workplace as well, likely to meet with different challenges such as personal challenge, workplace challenges from different perspectives, and so on. In this video, we will examine two talks on the subject of motivation, and we would have come up with some uses of motivational theories that are promoted by different kinds of experts. It will also have covered by some crucial definitions of concepts related to stress, such as the 3 stages of stress. Those are alarm, resistance, exhaustion, the fight or flight response, the turn and befriend response, optimism, self-efficacy, hardness, and stress as key points. In addition to that, it will cover some explanations of some concepts like the ways of reacting on stress, strategies of stress management, importance of stress, and the examples of stress dealers. Stress management and definitions of concepts related to stress. According to Cleveland Clinic 2019, stress is the normal way our body reacts on any change that needs response or adjustment. This reaction can take place in our body in different ways, either mentally, physically, or emotionally, while finding responses. Stress can have produced by different things in different perspectives, means that it can happen when there is a positive life changes such as promotion, mortgage, or any other positive changes in our way or another, because it is normal to our life. It should also be produced by negative changes such as unemployed, death, and other continuous challenges without relief or relaxation between stressors. As a result of this kind of stress, a person who is facing stress can be overworked and affect stress-related tension builds like our nervous system and become chronically to that person. 3 stages of stress. Stress has 3 different stages as it is shown. According to Thomas 2018, stress has 3 different stages, which are alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. These stages take place when a person has a stress in a long term. Alarm is the first stage of stress, which is our body immediate react to the stressor, and it is very powerful as it is able to fight stress. It is one of our innate tendencies. Resistance is the second stage of stress, where our body attempts to return to a normal balance, and it reacts as the first time at the extent the person who is stressful feel calm as if they feel stressed. Exhaustion. This is the last stage of stress, which tries to combat stress for an extended period of time, but finally it leads to the failure of the immune of our body and collapse to the level of a person can die because of that stress. Fight or flight response. According to Wikipedia 2019, the fight or flight response is a psychological reaction that takes place in responses in order to prevent harmful events or attack. Through this reaction, our organisms or our nervous system is the one to take decision whether immune should fight against the threat or not, according to the level of that threat and its danger to our body. The trained and befriend response. According to Wikipedia, also 2019, the trained and befriend responses is a behavior exhibition by some animal, including human, in response to threat. It refers to the defense of and seek out the social group for mutual defense. Optimism is also a mental attitude reflecting a hope that one day everything will be well or will be better compared to the situation a person is living in. The optimism gives people a lot of happier life in the future, no matter what they are passing through. Self-efficacy. Also, according to Positive Psychology Program 2018, self-efficacy is the belief we have in our own abilities. It is related to our sense of self-worth or values as a human. Hardiness. Hardiness refers to a combination of personality traits that allows a person to tolerate psychology and physical stress without developing physical illness. This mindset is one that views difficulties and responsibilities and stressful situations. This strategy helps people to get the best ways of overcoming stress. Reactions to stress and effects of heart, nervous system, and hormones. When our body gets threat, our whole organs tends to fight for that stress before it brings effects to our body or before body gets sick. This means that whole organs work hand in hand in order to prevent that attack of a certain body as they could. This is the same to the stress. When a person gets a stress heart, our nervous system and hormones gets up and react on that stress and its effects before that person gets problems. Then, according to American Heart Association 2019, reactions to stress and effects of health are many. For instance, more researchers made a research and determined how stress contributes to the increase of heart diseases. It is said that stress may be one of the factors that affect our behavior and increase heart disease risks. This is when high blood pressure and cholesterol level, smoking, physical inactivity, and overreacting comes. Many people can choose smoking and drinking drugs when they think that they try to manage their stress, but they increase high level of blood and damage their artery walls unknowingly. According to the American Psychology Association, the nervous system has several divisions. The central division involving the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral division consisting of the automatic and somatic nervous system. The automatic nervous system has many things to work on. The importance of managing stress. Stress is a very dangerous thing to human being as well, as we have seen it above. This means that we have fight against it, as it brings distractions and many things in our body in our daily life. So it is very crucial to prevent it before we get bad effects from it. Some of importance of managing stress are including managing stress helps us to avoid different diseases including heart attack, and many more which can bring suffering in our life. Managing stress helps people to avoid depression in their lives. Managing stress also gives peace of mind and people get hope of tomorrow. Managing stress also helps people to think positively, which could lead them to the prosperous in their lives. Strategies of managing stress. The following are some of strategies of managing stress. The first one is maintaining a healthy social support network. Another one is engaging in regular physical exercise. The third one is getting an adequate amount of sleep each night. Two examples of dealing with stress. The first one is effective response, and the second one is ineffective response. If I can say something about ineffective response, I can give an example of Mr. Dan. Dan was a friend of mine. He was my classmate in my high school. After completing our high school, we tried to think about college and made a research and see where we can find some opportunities of attending universities. There we tried many opportunities as we could. Then accidentally, if I can say, he got a chance and selected by one of college we applied for, and then time of starting our studies reached. He continued having that kind of fixed mindset, and he did not use that opportunity he got instead. He started to miss some classes to the extent they chased him away from college and went back home, and his studies ended in that way. For this example, it is shown that the reaction that used is the trained and befriend responses, as he tried to consult his friend and tell them his problems. Thank you for listening.